Welcome to GATV, and this is our coverage of the 2010 SunNFun in Lakeland, Florida. We're going to take y'all inside and give y'all a look at all of the vendors and the aircraft, talk with a lot of the people that are there, and just kind of show you around. It's our first time we've taken the cameras here, so we're just as excited as you are to check out the coverage.
Yeah, so for those of you who weren't able to come this year, this place is huge. It's enormous. It's second to only Oshkosh. So we're going to give you an inside look at all the different vendors, seminars, keynote speakers, and definitely all the airplanes that are out there. So it should be a great show. So stick around.
Don't go anywhere. GATV Online will be right back. Yay! Yep, you should have recorded that. Has it?
All right, you are go. Now we see the Earth. You got it. Now we see the Earth now. You got it. Now we see the Earth. You got it. Now we see the Earth now. All right, you are go.
Have you ever looked up at a small plane flying overhead and wondered what it would be like to fly? Well, here's your chance. U.S. Sport Aero Club can train you as a sport pilot in as little as 2 weeks for less than $4,000. U.S. Sport Aero Club has an inventory of new sports cruisers, now the Piper Sport aircraft, that for club members cost only $90 an hour to fly, including fuel. Once you join U.S. Sport Aero Club, not only do you get to fly meticulously maintained aircraft at a low fixed cost, but your membership gains you access to 3 locations throughout Florida, with over 7 aircraft available. If you're already a pilot and want to add additional ratings, U.S. Sport Aero Club can train you for your instrument rating or even a Sport Pilot CFI. If you're not a pilot and this sounds too good to be true, you owe it to yourself to call them today and take a discovery flight. Call U.S. Sport Aero Club at 772-349-4633 or check us out on the web at ussportaircraft.com.
best things about SunNFun is the educational forums. They have all kinds of seminars and topics and guest speakers. There's plenty of different things to learn about, so whatever you have questions about, come on over. They have 11 tents full of information. All right, also here at SunNFun, you can go to Mass Saturday at 5 o'clock. They have everything here. Again, what does SunNFun not have? It's got plenty of porta potties, that's for sure. Hi. This is our cameraman, Mike.
We made our way over to the Piper tent and caught up with CEO Kevin Gould as he delivered the set of keys to the very first Piper Sport delivered to retail customers. In typical Piper fashion, what delivery would be complete without a cake cutting ceremony?
All right, so Piper just delivered their very first Piper Sport, and with me are the proud owners. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves, your names.
Hi, Michael Mordaunt, Charlie Carlin, and Brian Garrett.
And where are you guys from?
Miami, we're all from Miami.
All from the Miami area? Wonderful. So you're probably so excited to get this brand new plane, right?
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have to wait long.
When did you put your order in?
January.
January? Oh, wow, that was quick then. That's wonderful, wonderful. And what do you think you're going to be using this plane for the most?
Fun.
For fun?
I think we can all say that.
Wonderful. Where are you guys planning on going? Where's your first trip in this Piper Sport? Where's it going to go to?
My first trip? Maybe Apopka. Everglades City.
Everglades City, Apopka. Where do you think you'll take it
Probably
first?
down to Marathon.
Down to Marathon? Oh, that's a beautiful airport. I love that place. Well, all right. Well, who is flying it first? Who gets the very first?
That's the problem. We're going to have to resort to paper, rock, scissors.
I was just about to say that it's going to be an epic game of rock, paper, scissors here. All right, so they don't know where they're going. They don't know who's flying it first, but they know they're going to have fun, so that's good. Well, guys, enjoy.
All right,
So happy you were here today. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
SunNFun has many workshops for the home builder. The noise at this one caught our attention over at the metalworking tent. Stay tuned, there's a lot more to come from our coverage of this year's SunNFun Fly-In event in Lakeland, Florida. GATV's website and show are devoted entirely to general aviation. If you want to see your business soar, you should partner with us and our other sponsors so collectively we can promote the sport of flying. By advertising on our show and website, you can help share our passion for flying and expose more people to your business at the same time. For advertising rates, simply click on the airplane logo on the GATV online website. If you're looking for a weekend retreat or a primary residence in a residential flying community, Heaven's Landing may be just the place. Located in northeast Georgia, where they enjoy beautiful weather year-round, Heaven's Landing has a laid-back mountain lifestyle that is easily accessible through the use of general aviation. Here you will find 300 home sites, averaging 1.5 acres each, with taxiable lots or spectacular mountain views and community hangars. Heaven's Landing also has a lighted 5,069-foot concrete runway that can accommodate everything from a Piper Cub to a Learjet, and they even have fuel on site. If you would like to find out more about this beautiful residential flying community, contact Heaven's Landing at heavenslanding.com or simply dial 1-800-HEAVEN-2. Okay, we're in the Lycoming booth. I'm here with Scott Miller. He's going to tell us a little bit more about what Lycoming is showing here at the show.
Hi. Our biggest thing, obviously, is our IE2 engine. It currently has about 90 individual flights on it. Our initial launch partner is Lance Air Evolution, and Lance Air is also showing here at SunNFun. The engine completely controls all the fuel flow and through electronic means. Each cylinder is managed individually, so it's as if there's 7 engines running on that thing. There are 3 computers that run all the electronics on it. One computer is running the electronics, another is backing that computer up, and there's another computer that manages the information between the two. So it's fully redundant and on its way to certification.
Now, do you have to have any kind of special avionics or any kind of display to show you what the engine's doing in the cockpit?
We don't. They have a glass air avionics package on the Lance Air Evolution, so it's not anything special. It's something that's just off the shelf.
Okay, how many horsepower?
350 horsepower.
Okay, is this going to eventually be STC to go into other aircraft that already accept the 540?
Once we're through getting this certified, the system is very usable in all the engine families. So we'll start rolling it out to the other engine families after we get this one certified, based on what the business case calls for.
Okay, so we might see this one day in the 320 series?
We might, yes.
Okay, that's what we have in our plane, so good. All right, very good. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you very much.
All righty.
All right, I'm here with Jan with Digital Cyclone. They're part of Garmin, and I've been wanting to get you guys to have more information about this for a long time now. A friend of mine told me about Pilot MyCast, and at Sun and Fun, lo and behold, they have a booth here. So, Jan, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the app you have today?
Certainly. Pilot MyCast is a aviation-based weather application that runs on a wide variety of cell phones. Showing it here on the brand new Apple iPad, but it also runs on BlackBerry, on Android devices, on Windows mobile devices, and standard feature phones. You get a whole plethora of weather information, including radar, satellite imagery, METARS TAFs, AirMets, SIGMETs, high reps, winds aloft, lightning data, and even TFRs.
Very nice, very nice. And I was looking there at flight plans as well?
It does do some level of flight planning, and you can file your flight plan through Duots, all directly from your mobile device.
Okay. And as far as the routes and the planning, it helps you kind of keep organized a little bit?
It does indeed. You can store the routes that you will take most frequently into the application. You store all of your information about the aircrafts that you use, and then you are able to get the most current weather information, push a button, and it files your flight plan for you.
Great. And how would somebody go about getting this app?
Certainly, that's a very good question. The application is available on the iTunes Store. It's also available through Handmark and Handango for BlackBerry. The best way really to go is to go to our website, which is www.digitalcyclone.com, so digitalcyclone.com. And look for the Pilot MyCast application. We have very detailed information there as to how to purchase the application. It's $9.95 a month on a month-to-month basis for the app.
Well, that's great for all the information it does give. I was playing around with it here on the iPhone a little while ago. There's so much great information that comes up rather quickly, so that's nice to have.
It's a very widely used application, and we're very proud to be here and to be showing it off. I thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much, Jan.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I have several friends that use it, and they all swear by it. So check it out if you're in the market for maybe an application for your iPhone or Android phone. They're great. I love it.
Okay, I'm here at the Aviot booth, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the Husky aircraft. This is one of the amphibs that's here at the show. We'll be covering the splash-in on Thursday morning, where a lot of the amphib aircraft will actually fly over and land on the lake. And I'm here with Jeff Moody. He's going to tell us a little bit more about the Husky amphib.
Well, good. Thanks for coming over here. Appreciate it. It's made out in Afton, Wyoming, and that's where our factory is located, and we're the premier bush plane in the world, actually. We have 2,200-pound gross weight, super performance. We get off the water in 6 seconds. On land, we get off in 200 feet, and we can land in 250. Fully FAR 23 approved. It is FAA approved aircraft, not experimental. It's factory manufactured and ready to go. This one right here is on a set of PK 2258 amphibious floats. So you get the versatility of landing on water or up in the fuel up on an airport. So you have unlimited potential is where you want to go and what you want to do.
What's the endurance of the aircraft for like a long cross country?
Well, this one we flew down from northern New Hampshire, and we made 3 fuel stops. So we did 1,200 miles on 3 fuel stops. So it's 50 gallons of useful fuel, and we get about 9 gallons an hour of fuel burn. So a good 5 hours with the reserves.
And her cruise speed?
On the amphibs, it slows it down with the drag. We get about 105, 110 miles an hour. On wheels, you're up to about 120 knots.
Okay, now what conditions can you actually land in? If it's choppy conditions like 2 foot or something, what condition can you really put the plane down in?
Get the number exactly, about 2 foot of water. The rule of thumb is 10% of the hull length of your float. So this is about 2 feet is probably the most water you want to put it in. But it stands up perfect. These PK floats cut through the water very nicely, very smooth. They do a great job.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to go look a little bit more inside the aircraft and learn more about the Husky, and then again we'll see these guys on Thursday morning at the splash-in.
This is the basic VFR panel. Aviat actually offers all the way up through glass panels for your panel choice. Most floatplane pilots, buyers tend to like a lighter panel, the VFR panel. This is the standard 6-pack, which has your artificial horizon, has a full vacuum system, so it's not far away from being an IFR panel. You can put a CDI in it and a 430 and away you go. This has a Becker radio and Becker transponder. We're all digital on our engine analysis. Manifold pressure is analog, but we're digital on your tacks. This records your tack drop when you're doing your run-ups, on your mag checks. Oil pressure and temperature, both a digital plus lights to indicate proper operation. And we have the cylinder head temperature, exhaust gas temperature, and outside air temperature as well. And we have gangs here for added avionics. Down below here is your gear selector system for the floats. This is electric over hydraulic. And we also down here have a manual backup in the event you have a failure of power or something. You have a manual system that you can pump down by hand, and you're good to go either up or down. So basically this is set up for performance. It's a light aircraft the way we've got it spec'd, and it really shows on the performance side.
Okay, now we're over at the Heavens Landing booth. It's an air park in Georgia, and I'm here with the crew from Heavens Landing. And Mike, tell me a little bit about your place.
Well, Heavens Landing is a 635-acre fly-in community in northeast Georgia. We're located about 3.5 miles to the northwest of the city of Clayton, Georgia, in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains. We're 635 acres surrounded by national forest. We have 300 residential lots that are 1.5 acres in size on average. We have a community clubhouse that we just completed in October that is 13,000 square feet, and it's like a country club clubhouse without a golf course, of course. Our golf course is the runway. We have it has a dining room and lounge, has steam and sauna in both locker rooms, has a racquetball court and volleyball, which has been the rage. Everybody likes playing the volleyball with no boundaries. We have plans to build a swimming pool. It's just about to start, and we're surrounded by some beautiful property with multiple lots, taxable and non-taxable lots available. The non-taxable lots have the availability to buy a hangar on the field and have a house on the mountaintop. The taxable lots obviously have the ability to have their hangar right adjacent to their home. And we've been very successful actually since the grand opening of our clubhouse. We've had a tremendous fourth quarter in 2009, actually selling over $3.5 million worth of real estate in that quarter. So it's been good. It's slowed back down a little bit now, so we're offering some deals.
What percentage of the lots would you say are spoken for, done?
We've probably reached, through all phases, we're only at about a third. We're only at about 33%, but we're still in phase 1. Phase 2 and 3 will encompass some more lots, and if you calculated all the lots, we're talking about a 1/3 completion.
Fantastic. And how about some of the activities to do in the area besides flying?
We have whitewater rafting on the Chattooga River about 6 miles away. We have the Lake Burton 3 miles away, which is one of the prettiest lakes in the whole United States. It's got 68 miles of coastline. It's the top of the watershed, so the water is always pristine. There's hiking, motorcycling, horseback riding, fishing, water skiing, hunting, shopping for the girls, of course. That's always real important, and it's just a great place to live. It is, it's like Shangri-La.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
We even have angels flying around up there.
You have angels flying around up there?
This one.
Like this one? I heard there's some more, but they'll be at Oshkosh, right?
If you're not careful, we'll put wings on you.
Oh, no. Back to you, Dave. All right, one more thing before we go. Would you like to spend maybe, a weekend in heaven?
If so, you can come visit us May 28th through the 31st for a weekend of flying fun.
What kind of activities are we going to have there?
There's going to be barbecue, bonfire, we have horseback riding, rafting, kayaking, and every girl's favorite is shopping.
Woohoo! Now, let's say, where are we going to stay while we're there?
You can camp out under the wing of your plane, or you can get one of the local hotels. You can call us for information on accommodations at 1-800-HEAVEN-2.
1-800-HEAVEN-2. Check out their website, check out that phone number. May 28th through the 31st. It's going to be an awesome fly-in. Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
See you there.
And there's going to be flying there.
Oh yeah, the most important thing, the flying, the airplanes, and checking out the new air park. So it should be really nice. Thank you so much, guys.
Come and see us.
Treasure Coast Avionics in Fort Pierce is your one-stop for all of your avionics needs. They have a huge inventory of parts and the expertise to service all major brands of electronics. Whether you need service, certification, or a panel upgrade, Treasure Coast Avionics can get the job done right. If you're looking for that new panel, they have state-of-the-art design capabilities with CNC machining to turn your dream panel into a reality. Treasure Coast Avionics is located on field at the St. Lucie County International Airport. Click on their logo on the GATV online website for more information.
GATV Online's website is devoted entirely to general aviation. Not only can you watch each episode of GATV 24/7, but GATV Online can be your one-stop for all of your aviation needs. Like our flight planning page, where you can check the weather, plan your flight, and even file your flight plan. And the Flying Resources page gives you quick access to many other aviation websites. There are other pages that cover upcoming events, tell more about the GATV crew, plus please check out our sponsors links page, whose support makes GATV and GATV Online possible. New to our website is our flight training page, with loads of information about becoming a private pilot or a sport pilot, including links for flight instruction and ground school. We always like to hear from our viewers, so drop us an email with any comments or suggestions. That's GATV and GATVonline.com.
Well, we're over here at the Piper booth where I'm joined by Jackie. She's the director of marketing, and they just gave out their very first Piper Sport. And so how did everything go today?
It went really well. It's been an exciting day. Of course, we announced the first delivery this morning, and then, of course, followed it up with the actual first delivery to the customers. And it's actually owned by 3 gentlemen from Miami. So it's an exciting event for us.
Fantastic. And how's the show? I know it's the first day, but how's it going so far?
You know, it's great. The traffic seems to be pretty good. Everybody's excited. People are starting to sound really optimistic about the industry and about general aviation. And for Piper, what's exciting to us is everyone's really excited about the Piper Sport. So far, we're off to a great start.
It's always fun having some new things. People love to sink their teeth into new information and fun new products to look at. Nice, lots more shiny things. We love that. So, we've got cake, we've got celebration, and is it fun to have all that over with now, actually, for you, from your standpoint?
You know, it's just one thing out of many this week. You know, one of the things we should talk about is the Piper Cherokee Heritage Journey that we're kicking off actually at this event. In addition to the first delivery of the Piper Sport, this year many people realize that it is the 50th anniversary of the Piper Cherokee.
Fantastic.
So as such, we're supporting and celebrating that milestone with a series of flying events throughout the world, and they'll start taking place shortly. One actually starts in May down at Fort Pierce, and we'll do a poker run down there. But basically, we'll start by giving people Piper passports, and they'll take those passports to these events and get them stamped. And then all of these events will end in December. I believe it's the 4th, which is the first Saturday of December, with a fly-in at the factory. And the person with the most events attended and the most miles traveled will win a Garmin 696 for their airplane, and the non-pilot that attended the most events will win $5,000 towards his or her sport pilot's license.
All right, that sounds fantastic. I'm signing up right now for that one. I know, exactly.
For goodness sakes, to the event.
Exactly. I'll probably be there anyway, so.
It's a great opportunity for a lot of people, so we're really excited.
Well, fantastic. Sounds like you guys have a lot of great stuff ahead of you. It's wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much.
Well, if you talk to anybody who attended Sun and Fun this year, and they said they saw strange lights in the sky at night, well, it probably wasn't a UFO, it was Sky Spot. Sky Spot Advertising has an airplane that's been uniquely modified for night aerial advertising. Every evening, Sky Spot's airplane overflew the field, welcoming everybody to this year's Sun and Fun event. Well, you know how they say you know you've made it when you get your name in lights? Well, Sky Spot did just that, and they put GATVonline.com up in lights as they overflew the field each evening. Well, if you've ever thought of using this type of advertising for your business, let me tell you firsthand that it works. We saw a large increase in visitors to our website just after the evening flight. If you're interested in getting more information about Sky Spot Advertising, click on their logo on the Flying Resources page on the GATV Online website. We shot just over 6 hours of video at this year's Sun and Fun event, so look for the next several episodes of GATV to bring you the coverage. The final episode will be at the Splash-In at beautiful Lake Agnes, where we saw hundreds of amphibious aircraft. So stay tuned to GATV, you won't want to miss it.
Oh, I think I've been recruited.
Yep,
I'm off to Georgia now, so bye GATV.
Our latest angel.
Bye loyal fans. See you later. I'm off to Georgia.
This episode of GATV has been brought to you by Aviation Insurance Resources, JH Audio, Data Toys Digital Video Systems, U.S. Sport Aero Club, B-Light Aircraft, Treasure Coast Avionics, Jim Alsop Master CFI, AvMap Satellite Navigation, Heaven's Landing Residential Flying Community, and Piper Aircraft. When we travel to film GATV, it's always in our dependable Piper.
Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you enjoyed the show.
If you get a chance, send us an email. We would love to hear from you. And if you're not a pilot, go take a discovery flight. You'll be glad you did. I know I am.
But if you are a pilot, take a kid flying. Fly safe.